Yikes. Tonight, we're diving deep into the latest antics of the man who puts the twit in Twitter, former President Donald J. Trump. The former president is so cocky, he tells a crowd that they should see him topless in a clip that we have, and I'm going to show you in just a bit. Did anyone order some yuck with a side of gross and please don't? I think I did. But first, we have Trump at yet another rally, spewing his usual cocktail of lies and paranoia. Yet again, he's taken to bizarrely rambling about boats and sharks. While claiming his story is smart, he's losing the plot of his own speech and making scientific claims he clearly is incorrect about, again. He's droned on and on at this rally with nonsense, like any stable genius would, right?
Like, I'm not rambling. They want to make boats, and they are demanding that they be all battery operated, all electric. And I was in South Carolina at this wonderful family boat yard. The big yard make a lot of boats, from 17, like fishing boats, 17 to 30 feet. And I said, how's everything going? No good. They want us to go all electric. I said, well, would that work? No, because it's so heavy, we can't get the boat to float. The battery is so heavy. So then I start talking about asking questions, I had an uncle who was a great professor at MIT for many years, I think the longest tenure ever, very smart, had 3 different degrees. And, so I have an aptitude for things. There is such a thing as an aptitude. I said, well, what would happen if this boat is so heavy and started to sink and you're on the top of the boat? Do you get electrocuted or not? In other words, the boat is going down and you're on the top. Will the electric currents flow through the water and wipe you out? And let's say there's a shark about 10 yards over there. Would I have to immediately abandon, or could I ride the electric down? And I said, sir, nobody's ever asked us that question. But sir, I don't know. I said, well, I want to know, because I guarantee you one thing. I don't care what happens. I'm staying with the electric. I'm not getting over with it. So I tell that story. It's, just fun.
Trump's understanding of renewable energy is about as coherent as his 3 a.m. tweets. I mean, if ignorance is bliss, this guy's clearly having a great time. Up next, we have Donald Trump further mutilating the English language mere moments after accusing Biden of being in cognitive decline. Again. He's saying the word refutal. The words are refute and rebuttal. But it's Biden whose mental acuity needs to come into question. I don't think so, Donnie.
Sir, don't dignify it with a refutal. Refutal or a rebuttal? What the hell word would that be? Refutal? What they'll say, he didn't know, refutal or refutal, but they don't know either.
And in a bonus, disgusting bit of content, he suggests setting up a fighting league for migrants coming into the country with the head of UFC, Dana White, while speaking to this rally.
Tough. Dana White, did anyone ever hear of Dana White? He's a legend, right? UFC, ultimate fighter, ultimate fighting, and he's a fantastic man. I said, Dana, I have an idea. Why don't you set up a migrant league of fighters and have your regular league of fighters, and then you have the champion of your league. These are the greatest fighters in the world. Fight the champion of the migrants. I think the migrant guy might win. That's how tough they are. He didn't like that idea too much, but actually it's not the worst idea I've ever had.
In our second to last clip, we have Mary Trump, the former president's cousin, calling him out for pandering to the religious right at this rally when he stated the 10 Commandments. That's right, the 10 Commandments should be in schools. Take a look at her tweet.
Bless you. Who likes the 10 Commandments, by the way, going up in the schools? They think it's such a bad thing. I said, has anyone read the "Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt"? I mean, has anybody read this incredible stuff? It's just incredible. They don't want it to go up. It's
Finally, the clip that you've been waiting for and the clip that accelerated my diet. Here's Trump talking about taking his shirt off at a rally. Yeah, you heard that right. Donnie thinks we're all dying to see him channel his inner Magic Mike. Spoiler alert, Droopy Donnie, we're not. And he's simultaneously somehow also playing the victim? Just watch.
and I have the wounds all over my body. If I took this shirt off, you'd see a beautiful, beautiful person. But you'd see wounds all over me. I've taken a lot of wounds, I can tell you. More than I suspect any president ever.
Well, does anyone else hear the tiny violin playing for the man who insults women, veterans, the disabled, immigrants, and pretty much anyone who disagrees with him? Cool. Me either. I don't want a victim president. And I certainly don't want one who talks about himself shirtless either. What a bar. I want a president who is strong, self-assured, and doesn't need Tinkerbell level clapping and attention to survive. Joe Biden will certainly spank the fairy dust out of him this November. So there you have it, folks. Trump needs attention, is obsessed with sharks, and wants to take his shirt off in public. Wait, doesn't that remind you of a toddler? If you want a grown adult for president who isn't desperate and messy, your best choice is clearly President Joe Biden. I'm Evelyn Sarasso for Occupy Democrats. Please like, subscribe, and share these videos, and of course, stay informed, stay vigilant, and always seek the truth. Thank you.